Hey there, you. Do you know that feeling? You're lying in bed, the world is asleep, but your mind is racing. Especially around the same time, often in the middle of the night, maybe around 3 a.m., the darkest thoughts, the greatest uncertainty, and overwhelming anxiety suddenly hit you. You wonder why this happens precisely when you should be finding peace. If you've experienced this nightly roller coaster, then you're in the right place here at Finally Relax. Today, we're going to reveal the little-known truth about why your anxiety is strongest at 3 a.m. and what you can do about it. It's a game changer, I promise. Let's start with a fundamental aspect: your circadian rhythm. Imagine it as your body's internal clock, which completes a full cycle every 24 hours, controlling countless bodily functions, from your sleep-wake cycle to hormone production. This clock is incredibly precise and is strongly influenced by light and darkness. When the sun sets, your body prepares for the night. Your body temperature drops and your melatonin levels rise, the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. But what does this have to do with anxiety? Well, at 3 a.m., your body reaches a state of maximum rest and minimal activity. Your metabolism slows down, your blood pressure drops, and yes, your mental alertness is also at its lowest point. In this state, the normal distractions of the day are switched off. There are no emails, no conversations, no tasks demanding your attention. Your brain has nothing else to do but focus on itself. And if there are unresolved fears, worries, or problems lurking, they surface with full force precisely then. This timing is not random. It's a direct result of your natural biorhythm, which allows you an unfiltered encounter with your innermost experiences. Now, let's move on to the second crucial factor: cortisol. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone. Normally, cortisol levels are highest in the morning to prepare you for the day, then gradually decrease throughout the day to prepare you for sleep. That's the ideal pattern. However, in the deepest phase of the night, typically between 2 and 4 a.m., your cortisol level reaches its absolute lowest point. This might sound paradoxical at first, as one would expect less stress hormone to mean less anxiety, right? But here's the catch. Extremely low cortisol levels can paradoxically alter the effects of other neurotransmitters involved in anxiety regulation. When cortisol is at this low point, your body is more susceptible to the amplified perception of threats. Your brain becomes hypersensitive. Minor noises, insignificant thoughts, or even the faint memory of a worry can seem disproportionately large and frightening. It's as if your internal alarm system is running on overdrive without the usual dampening effect of cortisol. The physiological explanation is that your body is particularly vulnerable to potential stressors during this phase because the system that normally maintains balance is currently at rest. This leads to an overreaction that makes us so extremely vulnerable in the early morning hours. Thirdly, the environment of the night plays a huge role. When you wake up at 3 a.m., it's pitch black, dead silent. There are no distractions, no conversations, no outside noises, no daily tasks demanding your attention. This emptiness and silence, which is so rare during the day, can be a breeding ground for overactive thoughts. The things you successfully suppress during the day or simply don't have time to process. The unfinished tasks, the unresolved conflicts, financial worries, relationship problems, they all emerge in this quiet and isolated environment. It's as if your brain switches into a problem-solving mode, but without the support of daylight, social interactions, or the ability to actually do something. Every thought grows bigger, every worry gains weight. The rational filters that help us put things into perspective during the day seem to vanish. Emotional responses are much more intense because there are no external stimuli to neutralize them. You feel alone with your thoughts, and the feeling of isolation can further amplify anxiety. It's a vicious cycle that traps you in bed. Fourth, and this is an often overlooked factor, REM sleep and the associated sleep interruptions. Your sleep cycles and REM, rapid eye movement sleep, where most of our dreams occur, become longer and more intense towards the end of the night. During REM sleep, your brain is incredibly active, similar to when you're awake. This is where it processes emotions, memories, and stress. Sometimes the dreams themselves are disturbing and trigger anxiety. If you wake up precisely during this REM phase or shortly after, you're often still influenced by the strong emotions of the dream. Your brain is already in high gear, but your rational mind, which could put things into perspective, isn't quite online yet. Additionally, many people have unconscious sleep disorders like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome, which can trigger brief awakenings. When you're then pulled out of a disturbing dream or a deep sleep phase, your mind's buffers are minimal. The anxiety that arises in the dream or in response to the disturbance hits an unprotected system and can feel unfiltered and intense. Now that we understand why anxiety is so strong at 3 a.m., let's talk about the strategies that can help you. First, acceptance and observation. When you wake up and anxiety grips you, don't try to fight or suppress it. Acknowledge that this is a normal biological reaction. Tell yourself, "This is my 3 a.m. anxiety, and my body and mind are currently working overtime. It will pass." Observe the thoughts and feelings without getting drawn into them. One technique is the 3-2-1 method. Name 3 things you hear, 2 things you feel, and 1 thing you smell. This grounds you in the present moment. Second colon, preparation during the day. Your nightly anxiety is often a symptom of unresolved worries from the day. Keep a worry journal. Write down all your anxieties before bed. This helps get them out of your head. Establish a relaxing evening routine. Reduce screen time, read a book, take a warm bath, or do some light stretching. This signals to your body that it's time to wind down. Third, mindful waking up. Get up briefly if you can't fall back asleep. Avoid bright light. Drink a sip of water. Do a few deep breathing exercises. Only lie back down when you truly feel sleepy. And most importantly, avoid looking at the clock. That only increases the pressure and anxiety. Remember, this nightly anxiety is a signal, not your enemy. It shows you where you might need to look more closely during the day to manage your mental burdens. As you can see, your 3 a.m. anxiety is not a whim of fate, but a complex interaction of biological rhythms, hormone levels, and the unique psychology of the night. But knowing this is your greatest weapon. It takes away anxiety's power because you understand what's happening. You are not helpless against it. By respecting your body's biological processes and taking proactive steps, you can regain control over your nights. I'm so curious to hear which of these insights surprised you the most or which strategy you'll try. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's build a supportive community. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, you won't miss our next video, which will help you on your journey to more inner peace. Until then, remember, you have the power to finally relax.